What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of 2000 Trees 2024.
I'm Jess. I play guitar.
Hi, I'm Alizon. I play bass.
And I'm Ben. I play drums.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you all on here. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So thank you so much. How are your personal Saturdays treating you? Having a good day?
Long, but that's because we come from Blackpool, and Alizon drove. We couldn't stop for like services, nothing, because we were going to be late. I mean, it's pretty far.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's delayed.
Yeah.
Over 4 hours, just no stop to be on time.
No way!
Well, you know,
But I don't know how he does it. He's a superhero because
Yeah.
he's the tour manager, the technician, the DIY god of building shit that is amazing.
Just watching that ego grow.
No, impossible.
So, are you excited to play later?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, neither of us have actually experienced silent disco before. So
It's
I think,
kind of an interesting concept because it's like, well, how does it work? If they had the headphones off, sure they'd hear you singing,
Yeah,
but that's it.
but that's it.
They'd hear nothing else. It'd be like a cappella.
And just like,
No, my worst.
Yeah, drum, yeah.
Like rubber noises, like tapping noises.
It's kind of interesting. It's kind of how it's going to work.
Well, I mean, but you can explain like.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's just like it's going to be a different vibe for the audience, I guess. For us, it's the same because that's how we rehearse at home. So for us, it's going to be like a home practice essentially.
Oh, okay.
Because you know we can't afford to like rent a studio. We had to practice at home silently. So Ben's using an electronic drum kit, and we have like
In-ears.
So
Yeah.
Silent disco every day.
yeah.
So essentially, you should fucking nail this.
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see. But absolutely, no. I think so. I think it's just gonna be a bit more intimate, maybe, because there's not gonna be. It's gonna be like going to the cinema. You know, everything is dark, surround system kind of vibe. There's nothing. Nobody. People are just gonna listen to the music.
Yeah.
Like immersive. Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, it's a great word. Yeah, immersive experience.
I wish I
love
could
that.
actually be in the audience, to be honest. Just to see what it's like.
Just jump off the stage mid-song. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's a good idea.
But I know it's a silent disco set, but compared to a Calva Louise show, for festivals, do you change the set up accordingly? So, like, do you most put, because people might not be so familiar with yourselves, say, do you put more bangers in to draw more people in?
I mean, I think we've just got like a shorter set that we do for festivals, but
Okay.
it depends on the audience. Like, if we played like in the States, for example, maybe we'll favor like Spanish songs, because Jess wrote songs in Spanish as well. So because there's a more Latin American community, and but essentially we've got like a songs that we all agree like that's the festival set. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Are you looking at me?
Anybody agree? Everybody agree.
So, as a podcast, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you aware of Sophie and the story?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are. So, as we're here this weekend, like a big alternative family here at 2000 Trees, we're just trying to find out, have you guys ever been treated differently or had stereotypes put upon you just because of the music you listen to or the way you dress, because you're part of this community? Is this something you've had to experience in your lives?
Yeah, I have a little bit. But the things like, I grew up in Venezuela, right? But I had really good friends, so.
Yeah.
It's sometimes if somebody will say something to me, we'll go. Like, oh my god! Like, it's years later, I was like, oh, that was a dick move. but I had really good friends surrounding me, very good family as well. Like my parents, rockers. Like, so I think I was very protected. But I remember, like being told like a couple of nasty things. I got friends from another city. They are an amazing band in the U.S. now, Venezuelan band. They live in Florida now. And the stories that will tell me as well, like insane, like on the street, just because they were supporting like Bring Me the Horizon in 2010 and Venezuela, things like that. It's just, anything that was different, and people would be like, I don't know, they would call me the walking stain because I was all in black, things like that, you know. Because I have black hair and things like that, and it does a lot of like. I feel like sometimes people, some friends, literally just talked about this with a friend in Germany, saying that mental health like support, if you are like covering tattoos, if you know, especially like for like female presenting people, she was saying to me, I need help, and like everybody, you know, but you know, if you look a certain way, then people are gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna help you, you know, and things like that. And it's some things that, you know, we are very distant from most people in general, and we just kind of like have our own little circle of you know, where everybody is completely accepted for who they are, and there's absolutely zero judgment. But I don't know, I'm extending myself a bit too much.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Conversations that we had. You same in school as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all experienced it. Like, you know, as I don't know, musician, artists, you're interested in different things than a lot of kids like at the time, and you know, it takes a while to find your people. So obviously, you experience like, you know, weird looks and comments and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't think, me personally, I've never felt like anything from anyone based on what I'm wearing, but definitely my music taste. Like, I felt like people like friends, actually, like especially friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely
friends. Yeah. Like not like making fun of the music taste, but like it's like an air of disapproval. Disapproval is the right word. Disapproval is not a word. Sorry.
It is today. We've added it to the dictionary. There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing ever from Dress Sense on my end.
I mean, I did get so okay. Sometimes our English gets I forget to English. It's funny because we talk so many languages, but you know, the same. I feel like it's experiencing just being different. Anywhere that you are, you know, us being foreigners, I'm coming from South America to like Europe. It's really opened a little bit in terms of like looks, you know. You know, it's more accepted, you know, like especially with the music taste that will go through. But there's other forms where you feel a bit more excluded. I feel like it's funny. I buried all those years of like teen, you know, and then I just love being able to think like, wow, now we're here in 2003 and everybody's the most welcoming person, you know, that we've ever really met, and then even, you know, that you find the family heart in it. I'm getting emotional.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's why places like this are so important. Because, like you say, you can walk up to someone you've never met here, and you just get along. Everyone's just like, "I'm here to watch music. Let's go watch music together," and it's amazing. But looking back on the world from like when we were growing up, and then what happened with Sophie, fast forward to today, to 2024, it's a very different world. Do you think it's now a safer, easier world for people in this alternative community to get along and be safe in, or is there still work to be done, do you reckon?
Well, I mean, I guess you're doing it, you know. It's like what the foundation is doing and everything. It helps, obviously.
Yeah.
It's hard.
The worst is changed for sure. I just think like there's more like intricate like things to solve that are very complex, like but something that I've always thought is that I feel like treating people empathically, like you said, with empathy, and really, I feel like you will always, especially like if you're an artist and in the rock metal community, you know, always gonna be there for whoever asks, you know, like for like help. Like you're never gonna like turn your eyes away. Like well, that's one of my favorite films, like Under the Skin, you know, like we are humans and we're not gonna turn an eye if you see someone that needs you know, on the street or whatever, somebody asks like, oh, you see something happening. I feel like nowadays we're maybe in evolving society where people are more conscious about I'm not in a world full of NPCs and I'm the protagonist. We're all people living this life, wonderful world with so many shitty people. So kind of like I feel that shitty people get called out way more, and that is a huge step, but it's still kind of like a work in progress.
Absolutely. I think that's so important what you're saying there. It is that fact that we need to call it out. You see people being acting completely unacceptably, call it out. Have that, stick up for people. Have that empathy, like you're saying. Absolutely.
Yeah,
completely agree.
It's a kind of like, I feel like a lot of things deshumanize people, deshumanize experiences and stories, and I feel like we're all humans that have had so much going in all of our lives that you can't ever judge anybody from what do you think your perception is of them. So I just feel that nowadays, especially in the rock and metal community, everybody is way more. If you're in trouble, we'll be there, like helping you out. If there's a problem, we're there for you, for whoever like needs it. And that's how I feel at shows. Whenever, even both sides of the stage, like being on stage and off the stage. If I see, if you see something happening, but anywhere, like in the street of whatever, immediately like I'm a South American, right? So I'm not very loud because I gotta sing, but I yell, and honestly. So got a little story, but one of our dear friends, she was having some issues at a festival, and I started yelling, and I'm like, I don't care if people think I'm an exaggerated dramatic person, but it's way better to gain the attention than be like, oh no, people are gonna think. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. Like if I'm wrong, great, best case scenario, but if something like happens. Any like you fainted, someone is doing something to you, getting roped or whatever, I think nobody, if people should not be afraid of looking like, oh, I'm gonna do disorder, I'm gonna create a chaos around, and people are gonna be like, oh, look. No, like do it. Like you see somebody fainting, stop the show, like stop. Like you see, it's important because best case scenario, everybody's got like, you did the right thing. That's what I think.
No, absolutely, and it's beautiful to have that mindset. I applaud it, I really do. But taking it back to you guys, you released your single. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this one. I know I am. La Corriente?
No, that's perfect.
Well, all right. Happy days. You released that at the end of June. How's that been received by the fans?
Yeah, really well actually, and because it's fully in Spanish, and people have been here for it. Absolutely, like online, loads of comments like, oh, I don't know what it says, but it's amazing, and just put the translation on the video so people can understand. I feel like everything is there for people to connect to it, no matter what language they speak.
And I feel like something that maybe be lacking in the music community here, like in English-speaking countries, is the welcoming of languages. Because even though I love English, I love it. It's such a beautiful language. There's so many amazing languages in alternative music, and the more of them. I sing my mother tongue, but I know so many bands that speak in like I know so many bands from all over the world, and the language is not a barrier. And I learned English around 15 years old, and I didn't know anybody what the lyrics were saying of the bands that I loved. It didn't matter to me because I could understand the feeling, and I feel like knowing like that should be more welcomed in the UK alternative scene.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Guys, it's been an absolute honour to sit here and chat to you. It's been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for taking the time out today and absolutely smashed that stage.
Pleasure.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.